It's like pop out chat. I'm still setting things up. Hello, Rosie. What is up? Today, I'm actually planning to review and critique your artworks. You know, Rosie, I appreciate it. I truly am. But unfortunately, because of like life stuff, I need to like have my college stuff, assignments and shit. So I become kind of like rarely active on Instagram and YouTube. But I'm coming back. I'm coming back now. Because this is what I want to do. This is what I want to like contribute in the internet, you know? Yeah, Rosie, have you joined the Discord server? Let me change it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm having a hard time like looking at the chat. Let me play some music. Oh shit. Lovey, Plant vs Zombie. Hello, hello. Yeah, how are you guys doing? You know, I was actually planning to like critique your artwork, but I also have like my own personal project I want to do, such as this blender. Wait, let me like reduce the playback. Hey, what's up? I'm all good. Where's my Yeah, there's like a bit of changes to my art style. I don't know if you noticed, to be honest, yeah, but like now I'm more focused on like some cinematic stuff. Wait, let me export a lot of the artworks that I've did in the past weeks or so. Some of this too. I want to make another artwork again, but I promise to critique your guys' artwork. Hey, what's up, Wagyu? Yeah, I only have like one monitor, so I can't really see the freaking chat. Yeah, so I've been actually busy trying to hone my artwork to a more, I don't know, I don't feel satisfied with my current artwork. It's just that I feel like I can still improve. I feel like there's still so much thing I can do. I haven't been really that disciplined. You know, if I'm to be honest again. We'll also import the freaking Stola one. I don't know. I've been feeling really Have you ever like experienced something like, you know, you keep making artwork and you kind of like it and people kind of like it too, but I feel like it's just not enough. Like there's still something that I need to improve on. I know you should be grateful for the progress that you have made up until now. But I just know that I can improve even more if I weren't as like lazy as I am right now. I don't know, maybe it's just me, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone's watching. If anyone's watching, can you go ahead, like, say something? Okay. Yo, what's up, Wagyu? You know. Oh, sorry. How long are you already like that in art? I started drawing in the 2020. And then I was like 16 years old at that time. And then now it's 5 years later, I'm like 5 years older. I'm 21 now, it's insane. But I was kind of inactive at like 2023. I know I made YouTube videos like 2022, 2023, but that's when like my college kind of like screws me up so much because I have even less time to draw and like making content and stuff. But I still try my best to make artwork. Also, Wagyu, if you haven't joined the Discord, you should join the Discord because... Oh, there's someone just landed. I can be your Pookie. Is this you, Wagyu? Is this you? Hey, Vasco. Long time no see. I've been insanely busy, but honestly, I'm starting to be really active right now. Anyways, look at this artwork that I've made in a couple of weeks, Vasco. I think there's some drastic changes to my artwork for the past like a month, for the past like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And I'm genuinely proud of myself because I've improved, but I still feel like there's still something that I can improve on. You know, even though I make this kind of artwork that I am proud of, I just wish I could be better, even more, and like I hope my artwork is like perceived good by others. I know it's not good thing, okay? I know you're not supposed to like base your art quality based on like how people perceive it, like how much like they got. But you know, if I make artwork, I would also love for people to see it, and that if it got lots of likes, so it means a lot of people see it, right? I know it's not good, but I don't know, I can't help it. I don't know what's you guys' experience on it. Yeah, Wagyu, if you have an artwork that you're working on right now, you can send it on the Discord server. We're going to critique it on this live. Look at this. Yesterday, I critiqued Sleepy. If you see this, this is his artwork. This is his artwork, okay? This is good. This is amazing. You should check out his Instagram and socials. But it's on the server. But he asked me for his opinion on this artwork, part of the process, right? Let me copy on the Photoshop so you can see. If I can copy this. Okay. So he go ahead and message me about like how can I improve this? I don't know what to do with this. And straight ahead, I can see that this artwork is actually really nice. Like I can feel the story of what it's like, the frame, the panels, the lighting. I genuinely dig it. And so I said to him like, yeah, Sleepy, your artwork is already really good. You're on the right path. The one thing that I would improve on with this artwork is how, there's little contrast. You can make it even better with post-processing. What do I mean by that? Is that it needs more punch. Change. It's already really good. You just need a little finishing touch, like the smallest touch to make it even better. The lighting could be even brighter. The background could be even darker. And so I told him, get a filter, texture it, make it have a like noise, grain, and he come up with this. You see, I told him, get a curve. Like for example, yeah, look at this. Let me curve this. Where's the curve? Boom. This is one of the things that I told him. You need to get a curve on your artwork so that it is much more contrasty. Another thing, have you ever seen like, oh shit, the camera raw filter on Photoshop? I'm not sure if any other program has this, okay? But this is one of the most crazy post-processing you can do to finish your painting. So there's like a light, a color and stuff. You can change how bright something is, how dark on light something is, the highlight, the shadows, the blacks, and the color is actually already really nice here. But we can make it even better with adding some tint, like some mood, what you want to achieve. And so we aim for like a bluish, purplish color. So he went ahead and do that. Get the texture up, get it more sharpened, get some vignette on it, get a grain on it, The curve, we already did that. And then you continue like adjusting this thing so that it's more like atmospheric, you know. Boom. Oh. Okay. Now just wait a bit. Boom. And then he just finished rendering it, and he's just start to rendering it on his own. Like those little smallest changes that change the artwork from like, you know, it's kind of good, but there's kind of something missing it, you know. Look at this. So it's like a processing part of an artwork. It's like a must-have for you to one up your art skill. Look at this shit. That's kind of crazy. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. How are you? Can you critique my art? I sent it on Discord, I think. Of course, of course. That's what we're doing here. Oh my god. So after we learn post-processing, we're going to critique one of the artwork here. Wait. So Wagyu, you are a first-time viewer here on the channel. Are you a first-time viewer on the channel? Wait. So before I critique your artwork, I want to ask you, like, what exactly are you struggling with? What do you want to improve on this artwork? Is it like story, narration? Is it like rendering stuff? Is it like composition, look, cinematics? Because, you know, I can maybe comment on it, but it might not be what you're looking for. So like, I'm not sure what's exactly the story here. What's the story you're trying to portray? You know, if you watch the last two videos that I posted, I've highlighted the importance of having a story. Because the story literally drives everything. The color, the shading, the lighting, or even like complex stuff, the compositions, the color, shading, lighting, compositions, the contrast. What are you trying to like highlight, shadow? So yeah, what's the story here? What do you want to improve on this painting? Rendering and composition. Okay, rendering and compositions. Well, if you look at my artwork, regarding compositions, you know, a composition is literally just how something look, how pleasant something look. And there's a lot of theory of what people come up with. Like, if you notice, like some kind of thing called rule of third, or maybe golden ratio. I forgot how to make it. Something like this. Golden ratio, or like foreground element, midground element, and then background element. Something like that. But it's simply to achieve the goal of making something pleasant. You know, something that people like to see. That's what composition is. And if you look at my artwork, it's kind of similar but not similar type of compositions. This thing is like movie composition. It's like the artwork is long. How do I call it? Like the artwork is like elongated like this. The composition is like long. It's like very horizontal. It's like what you usually see in the movies or like TVs or something, and it's to like make it like cinematics. It's like you're in the scene. That's what I'm trying to do here. In here, it's kind of similar, but because even though this is like also long, but there's the main difference of like these two artwork is how it's angled. It's how it's portraying the story. It's like in the moment because you're like close. It's very perspective. It's like you're in the moment there. But on this top artwork, it's like you're capturing a scene that's like, how do I say it? A scene that's memorable, or like one of part of like the key story. The key story, like this is what it looks like, while this looks like it's in the moment right there, right now. Okay, that's the main difference. Even though it's like horizontally composition, and the characters is like in the middle, it's trying to portray a different story. And we came back to what it's called, like the story. What story do you want to portray in this painting, in this artwork? These compositions, it's not movie, it's not long, but it's not like horizontally long, but it's vertically long. Whatever that means. And vertically long. Wait, let me put it here. So it's not like movies now. It's not like movies. It's more like banners, long, top to bottom. Maybe like phone wallpapers. Maybe like what else that's long and vertical? Long and vertical. But anyways, it looks like it's trying to capture not in the moment, but some key conflict, some key story. If you notice, it's like a fan art of like Wuthering Waves. So it's like Augusta trying to hunt, is having a hunting party against this, I forgot the name, Sovereign, Dark Sovereign. Yeah. So like I'm trying to capture the key story there in a vertical banner. And so it's like, let me draw how it looks, the composition. It's like this, and then it's this, but it's mainly this, okay? And there's like a lot of dynamic movement, right? Like this, like this, like this. Or maybe in this one. What do you see? It's literally just this. It's literally just this. What your eyes is mostly gravitate towards this, the eye. And this is also just the middle. So, going back to your paintings, what's the story you have? Yeah, Wagyu, I need the story of your artwork. I mean, you know, I can tell you. Oh, let's add a lighting to the top right. Color dodge. Oh shit. Wait, I want you guys to be able to see the whole screen, you know. I mean the whole Photoshop screen. Let me adjust this a bit. Yes, like around this. Let me pick the color here so that you can exactly see it. Yeah, Kishan. Hi, Kishan. Yeah, we're going to be critiquing a lot of the artwork. Oh my god. There's many artwork. Silk Song. I'm trying to make an explosion below the characters. I'm a bit lost. So sorry. Okay, the story is a explosion. You know, it still doesn't explain a lot of things. Like who exactly is this? What is this trying to do? But it's fine. Okay. So we have a bit of a story, which is an explosion. Let me hide this thing first. since you want the explosion to be like from the bottom, right? The bottom here. We can try to make the compositions exaggerate the explosions. See, now that we have a story, just a simple word like, oh, there's an explosion on the bottom. Now we can try to make it more like that. Also, like, who is this character exactly? I'm not, I don't know. Is this like an anime? I'm clueless, bro. Anyways, now we have an explosion. No computer storage, low. Yeah. Where were we? Okay. We're going to try to make an explosion, and we're going to make a lighting coming from the bottom side of the painting, okay? Since I'm not sure, I'm going to assume the explosion is purple, okay? You know, we need a reference. I forgot what an explosion looked like. Let me see, what does explosion look like? So you need to actually have a reference, okay? When you want to draw an explosion, always look up the reference. This is the most important thing, okay? Let's get a reference of something like this one. Okay. I know it's a fire, like orange, and it's not purple, but it should be fine. She's from Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw. Oh, wait, I forgot who this character is. I forgot. It's not Makima, is it? Who's the other girl? Anyways, we're going to paint a longer composition, you know, using the color of the explosion you already made. Now, since we already have like the existing explosion that you make, we can make it like this. The compositions, at least there's something flowing there, okay? At least there's something like pleasant composition. So now we want it from the bottom, right? But we can make the explosion kind of like this. Like, you already feel it like this, like this. Something like that. I think we can make something really good here with a textured brush. Now, if you haven't, I have a texture brush you can download on the description below. So we're going to use that. So when we're looking at the reference, okay, we can see the explosion is like bright from the middle. It dies down, but it still has color, and then it dies down even more and has the most color. So I think we're going to use the combinations of like purple and pink, because it's like purple and pink because it's like close to each other. So we're going to like wiggle around this color. Since your color that you pick is this, we're going to wiggle around this. Okay? Like this one, for example. Make a backup, and then let's just go ham. Now, because we already have a backup, you can go back to your previous paintings. This is important, because every time we make a mistake, we can just go back. Now, we're going to use color dodge, because color dodge is like adding color. It's almost the same as explosion, you know. The middle is bright, and then the edges is like colorful and also bright. Okay? Now, what I'm doing right now is turning off black and white filters so that you can see how bright and dark something is, okay? Let's try looking at a person. Oh no, let's not make it too graphic. I was trying to search up like person getting exploded, but yeah, I think that's way too graphics. So yeah, whatever. So here's the thing. The problem with your previous artwork is that there's not much brightness and darkness, okay? It's kind of flat. So we're trying to fix that by adding more brightness and darkness, okay? Look, your explosion previously is purple, right? Wait, let me lower the voice. Let me lower the audio here. That was kind of loud. Where were we? Yo, hello, Crepenite. You can join the Discord server on the description below to get your artwork critique. We're now critiquing Wagyu. So here's the thing. Yeah, it's way too flat. What we're trying to do is adding light because the explosion is bright. Okay. Now when you use purple, it's kind of like bright, right? But it's actually not. Because the color is like way too in your eyes. It's way too saturated. So you think it's bright, but it's actually not bright. So we're trying to add brightness here. Let's add more purplish color. So I'm not exactly sure how an explosion look like. So we're going to wing it a lot. Now, we want to also paint on that side of the artwork. It's like on this side here. We're going to use a new layer here. And make a selection so that we don't overlap it. I'm going to only choose this. The reason we do that is so we are able to draw on that side of the painting, you know. Like this. You see? Boom. Or maybe we're drawing from the bottom. Like this. Look at this. Yeah, I think we need to make the artwork, the explosion more from the bottom instead of the left side. But this looks good though. Now that you have a brightness here, right? You need to understand this reference. This is bright here. This is bright here, and then it dies down, and then it's black here. So there's like an ash. I don't know what's called. The smoke. Yeah, there's a smoke. Now we're trying to add. We're going to make a new layer for the smoke here. Let's make the smoke blue. So it's going to cover that side of the thing. And then, I know it's too much, and it's covering. But it's intentional so that we can erase the color. So it's also another method of painting. You know, you can paint something like this, right? Or you can just paint like a lot of the thing covering it, and then you erase it like this. That's another way, no? Now, what's missing is the characters. The characters, if they have an explosion on the bottom, which means there should be lighting from the bottom, okay? We can use airbrush and a multiply effect here and lock the characters. And first, we need to make the whole characters darker, blacker. Because we want to highlight the light. We want to make sure the brightness is it looks really bright. And we can do that by making everything else darker, like this. especially on the top. Look at that. Too much, I think. Have to make it here. And now, since we have the backup here, you know, the before, after. Before, after. It's only like 5 minutes. It's only been 5 minutes, bro. Now, because we have this previous thing, we can lock it. And we can erase the painted part so that we can still recover this artwork here. Or maybe not. Yeah, I like the darker part better. Yeah, let's not do that. Anyways, let's continue this thing. Wait. Let me choose my brush. And then, yeah. I'll just do this. Boom. 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 Look at this. Boom. Now I think the composition is way too down. Like way too down heavy. Like it's way too heavy on this side. It's way too heavy on this side. Like there's nothing going on other than explosion. So what we can do is just make the composition a bit up. And then make it top heavy. See? Now the composition is different. Like this. Wait, like this. Boom! Boom! Wait, why does the song die down? Okay, let's play this thing again. Okay? What do you think? Yo, Kishan draws. A drawing tablet is cooked. Oh my. Tablet, if it's a pen, I'll just play new pen. Yeah, hopefully it's just the pen and not the tablet. But we're always waiting for you to make new artwork down here. Hope you get it fixed soon. Yeah. Anyways, continuing to this painting here. Yeah, it's almost like kind of finished here. And then you can just like, you know, what's missing I think is the artwork needs to be like, I mean the lighting, the ash explosion should be like around in here first. Wait. Boom. And then we can do this. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Like this. See? Now I'm not sure if it's explosive. I think it's more like a fire now instead of an explosive. And you can just like post-process this with an airbrush and add like a vignette. Like this. Boom. Boom. And then add your watermark. Is this your watermark? Boom. Boom. See? Let's see the before and after. Okay? Let's see the before and after. Before, after. Before, after. Before, after. See? Bruh! Holy frick! You know, if I were to continue this artwork and like an hour or 2 hours more, it's going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be insanely crazy. Before, after. What's the difference? Look at this. The black and white, boom, 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 boom. It's the dark, it's the light and dark, bro. Now, with the thing that I told you before, which is to camera raw filter, it is to finish the whole thing. It's adding a finishing touches, okay? For example, let's add some brightness, maybe, or maybe not. Let's make it darker. I think I'm going to make it darker. I'm going to make it more contrasty, brighter too. The shadow is actually brighter too, whatever. Make the whites whiter. The color, I think it's currently a bit too purple. I want it to be a bit more blue. Yeah, let me make it more blue. Yeah, let's reduce the vibrance. And then make it textured, clarity, dehaze, vignette, add grain, sharpening, boom. Now, wait, nothing changes. What? Nothing changes. I think there's something wrong. Bro, it didn't apply. All that changes and it didn't apply. Okay, there it is. Boom. So, here, step by step. Before, and then after 1, and then after 2. Isn't it crazy? Before, after 1, after 2. Bruh. That is crazy. It's almost finished now. I don't know. I think there needs to be more rendering on this one. Wait, you did ask for rendering, no? Yeah, what do you think? You did ask for rendering and... What did you ask? Rendering and compositions. So yeah, that's rendering and compositions. Hey, that's only compositions, yeah. Also, another thing that you did ask is how to render. I'm not really sure. Because like, we already did the edits here. But let me try. So yeah, your painting here, your characters, if you want to render it, you need to, again, focus on the story. What exactly do you want to perceive here? Since you said the story is the explosion, we can now understand, like, oh, I want an explosion at the bottom. So now you know what you want to do, right? Add explosion color on the clothing. Like this. Just copy the color of the, like, explosion and then add like a bit of a highlight on the cloth. Just like this. Boom. Also in here, it's way too soft, bro. This is way too soft. The clothing is way too soft. You need to have a balance between soft and texture. You need to have a balance. Okay? So now because you're already too soft, we can use texture brush to like add texture on it. Like this. You can download the brush on the description below on the Gumroad. It's free. Or in the Discord server, there's actually the brush there too. Boom. Add the color of the explosion. Add the color of the explosion over here too. Color explosion here. It's kind of like the Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse color scheme. See? You just go ham on it, bro. Look at that. Now, the main, like the most object focus is obviously the face, right? And once again, what did I say? This is way too soft. You need texture. You can use texture by either using a texture brush, or you can just like make a selections. Like you can either use texture brush like this, or you can just like make a sharp edges like using this selection here. So now the edges is like sharp, like this. Boom. Boom. Right? And just go ham. I'ma just go ham. In fact, I'ma use another brushes here. I'ma use these sharp brushes here. Let's do this. Add like a highlight, a sharp light on the edges of the metal. On the edges of the like void here. I'm going to make this like sharp. You know, I like that you paint the highlight here, no? It seems like you know like where to put highlights. Now we can add the color of the explosion onto the freaking metal. Boom. Add softness here. Add some stylistic brush choices. Like this. Add some highlight. You know, this thing is also could have been rendered. Make it darker because it's like in the inside of the mouth. Just go ham, bruh. Add the color of the explosion. Boom. Boom. I'm gonna just use a lot of like these sharp edges here. Big brushes, boom, boom. 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 Now because you're way too soft, these soft edges is going to be very noticeable. Boom. Maybe it's too much. Whatever. Paint with normal round brush. Look at this. Now add the pink color. Boom. Look at that. Boom. Holy shit, bruh. Okay, okay, okay. Now, let's add the camera roll filter again, like the post-processing edit. Now we're going to see the before from the very first beginning to now. Wait. Before, after, after. Look at this, bruh. Before, after. Before, after. See? The dark. Before, after. Before, after. Before, after, and then after again. Bruh. So it's from this to this. Bruh! Bro! Jesus! From this to this. How many times, how many minutes have passed? It's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. What the hell happened, bro? Jesus, man. Wow. Oh my god, bro. Hello. We're doing an artwork critique. You can check the Discord on the description below to join it. Okay? Wait, let me see. Look at this. Look at this, bruh. 9 people watching. Look at this. This is the results of these live streams. You know, we're not just critiquing something. Oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm showing you literally exactly what I did to improve the artwork. Oh my god, bruh. Before, after first, after second, okay? Before, after changes to the painting, and then post-processing. Look at it, look at the gap. Oh my god. You know what, I hope this critique is helpful. I hope you learned something. Let's move on to the next critique. Who wants to be critiqued? Join the Discord server, please. Ivan says, I'm not sure if this is like open question. Yes, you can ask anything questions on the live stream here. How do you prevent drawing from getting muddy while I render? Keep running into that issues on digital mediums. You know, you need to show me your artwork, bruh. You need to show me the artworks, the pictures of your artwork that looks muddy, and we can go ahead and learn together here with others also watching. Okay? Look at the Discord. Hello, hello, hello. Yo, Mina. I can be your Pookie. Isn't this? Yeah, it's buggy, you know. Yeah. Hi, Mina. You can post your artwork here. Hi, James. Which one is James? You know, you need to show your chat here, bruh. You need to show your chat here. Yeah, I hope it's helpful, Wagyu. I genuinely enjoy doing that. Oh my god. Yeah, this is actually kind of insane. Yeah, it's actually genuinely insane, bro. And this live is also safe. If you need if you need to like rewind and learn again because you forgot something, you can always watch these live streams because it's going to be uploaded on YouTube. That's kind of insane, bro. If you want to get critique, just send you here. Just send your artwork here. Okay, the next one. Shash. Wait, who is Shash? Isn't Shash Vasco or like? Who is Shash? I think someone said they Shash. Who's Shash? I don't know. Which one is Ash? Say something. Because we're going to critique your artwork. Improve it. Wait. I don't have a second monitor, bro. So I need to like look at this. I'm sorry, I don't have a second monitor. I need to do this. Hi Vasco. Oh yeah, this is you, Vasco. Yeah, I remember your artwork is the one that I critique was like the Dantes and Geralt one. I kind of see the similarity of you making this background, this square and like artistic color background. Yeah, I remember you, Vasco. I remember your art too. Okay. It's now Vasco. Vasco says... Wait, what did you say? Vasco said... I dislike how the face ended up looking. I just can't paint it properly. Yeah, it actually looks sick. I saw our background. It's kind of like iconic for you. Yeah, it's kind of like iconic. I kind of remember it. So here's the thing. Okay. Wait, I'm not sure. Do you don't like how the sketch look, how it look, or like because it's kind of difficult to paint? Look at this posture. I'm not sure. What's the story here? What's the story? What do you want to like express and portray in this painting? I'm asking everyone here, like, what's the story of your artwork? That's the most important thing. Hi Rings. We are critiquing. Rick says he went through back surgery. Oh my god. So here's the thing, okay? So I'm guessing you want to critique about like how to draw this. He's supposed to give mean mean. It's a bit difficult. I don't know, it's just me. It's a bit difficult to give mean aura vibes when he's like gesturing. Okay. But like, I don't think there's anything wrong with the face. Are you like confused on how to paint the face because it's like posture like this or something? So, hey, I'm not the one that says back surgery. It's Rings, bro. Anyways, we need to fix the proportion first, I think it's going to be difficult, like sketching from scratch, but let's try. So the problem is that you're drawing the character like this, right? But I kind of see where you're trying to do. You're trying to do like the character. This is the face, and then it's like kind of perspective, extreme perspective. You want to draw an extreme perspective. Wait. Yeah, you want to do perspective, but the perspective is not perspectiving. But, I think it's also really difficult for me to draw the perspective without guides, without like, the perspective lines. Because I'm sure you're drawing it like winging it. You're just like drawing it instantly, right? Maybe with a guide or something. What you need to have is like a perspective or like a 3D program. Like, look at this, bro. I mean, if you're having difficulty posing in Sketch, you can just use 3D, Can you use 3D, some random generic pose. Oh my god, what am I looking at? Like this, right? And just like do this. Bruh, like this or something. Yeah, like this. So, you know, you're trying to draw extreme perspective, but it's like going to be really difficult if you're drawing it from scratch. Like, it would be easier if you were to just use 3D software with like free programs, free stuff, and you can just do this, right? And you can trace over it. Maybe the pose needs to be much more extreme. But like, yeah. Coming back to your painting here. Yes, the reason why it doesn't look perspective thingy is because you're winging it. Look at this. You're drawing, when you want to draw in a perspective, your drawing is like this huge. Like, your drawing is like, the length of your drawing is like this, right? Meanwhile, if you were to draw in the actual perspective, the size is like only this much. Like this much. See? This part is not visible. This part is not visible. Let's go back to the blender here. And let's make the perspective more extreme, if we can. No, it's already really extreme. Look at this. Bro, it's really extreme. We can't look at anything. Bro, the neck is broken. Look at this. This is an even more insane posture. Look at this. So we can notice, right, that the character is like only this small, but yours is like really long. Look at the ratio from this to this. This part here should not have been visible. This part, you know. So let's try tracing this character here and see how it actually looks like on a sketch. We trace to learn, you know. It's the eye. Maybe there's hair here. I'm reducing the brushstroke size to signify the edges, like it's way more over there. Is the boobs, is the booba. There's the leg here. Here's the ears. There, you know, the model is actually a bit broken because like it's kind of like showing everything, but like whatever. Okay, now let's see the characters. Oh wait, no. We need to render the hair first. We need to show the hair first, okay? Okay, let's look at this. Wait. Let's sketch it again. Further again. There's the boobs here. We forgot to draw the boobs here. Okay, boom. Boom. Okay, I think we're done. Look at this. See? Like, look at this, bruh. This thing is like, look at the ratio here. It's like almost square. This thing is elongated too. This thing should not have shown on the view. Okay. So now like you can draw that the eyes here. Right? This is the boobs. This is the legs. Boom. This is the arm. It looks like it's standing down. The point is, okay, it's going to be very difficult to draw perspective without some kind of like perspective guides or 3D models. And even if you are able to draw this manually, it's going to take a long time figuring things out, you know. So first of all, the main problem, this head is big. It's like covering all the faces, all the body part, okay. Meanwhile, you are scared to cover the body, okay. Look at this. This is your face. This is the face. The face is over here. Meanwhile, this face is over here. It's covering the whole body. Because you are afraid to cover this whole part of the body here. And so you draw it on the top here. But that's not what perspective is. Perspective is like, there's a lot of overlap. There's a lot of like middle ground, background, foreground. And so that's one of the part that's why the sketch here doesn't look like in perspective standing, you know. I mean, I guess this perspective kind of looks like he's sleeping. But yeah, the things to notice, okay. Wait, I thought we liked it long. Yeah, we liked it long. What do you mean by that, bro? Yeah, look at this. Long artwork, long artwork, long artwork, long artwork. Yeah, we liked it long. Not on perspective though. What are we doing here? So, his face is the problem? No. The problem is you are afraid to cover the body with his face. His face is over here. It's like not covering anything. While this face is over here covering the whole body. So that's what perspective is. I advise you to use 3D to learn 3D because that would make your perspective drawing way easier. Yeah, 2 legs. Let go with the other one. It's not enough apparently. You need to hide the whole thing with your head. Hey, let me show you. Let me show you, okay? In perspective, things closer are obviously going to be bigger. So it's like this. It's like you're painting something like this, like this. Look at this. It's in perspective. The head is big. It's covering the circle here. Look at this. Look, it's in perspective now. It's in perspective, no? We're making the coil from big to small, and then it turns left, and then it turns bigger, 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 bigger again. Boom. It's literally in perspective, bro. Look at this. Wait, let me show you. Look at this. Wait, someone just downloaded the brush on Gumroad. It makes a noise. Look at this. Then we can continue the perspective down here. Boom. Now it's literally a perspective, bro. I don't know if you can see it. Let's try drawing it again. Like this. Like this, bro. Like this. This is the head. Okay, this is the head. It's covering the head over here. It's covering the head over here, no? It's covering the head over here. It's covering the head over here. See? This is in perspective. Yeah. I hope you understand. I thought, to be fair, I gotta keep the other one. Hi, Art Goblin. Hello. We're doing an art critique, just like on the videos that you commented on. If you want your artwork to be critiqued, you can go ahead and join the Discord server and send your artwork to be critiqued on the live streams. Okay? We have currently improved the artwork of Wagyu. Look at this. His artwork previously was this. Then we improved it to this, which is kind of insane, to be honest. So much thing you learn. So much thing you learn here. Anyways, I'm going off track. Holy frick. Back to see Vasco. Back to Vasco. Where are you, Vasco? Back surgery. Yeah. So yeah, the perspective is like that. What else do you want to learn? Painting? You want to learn the painting or something? I don't know, what did you say, bro? What is this, bro? Yo, 15 people watch this. Holy frick. So many people watch the live streams. Because this live stream is obviously going to be very helpful. Painting in Vibesar. Okay. You know, I haven't really known what the story is in this painting. I don't even know what you're trying to convey, to express. We don't even know the story. And so it's going to be very difficult for me to like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. What's the story here, Vasco? Back surgery? Back surgery. Who said that? Rings. Bruh. Yeah, whatever. We're going to learn how to paint over this in painterly style. The music died. The music freaking died, bruh. Thanks for sheet music, boss, providing me the music. He's a tough, mean-looking dude. Okay. You know, the last artwork, you also have this background, which is like just color and then scribbles. I don't know, maybe you like that. And it's pretty nice for like main menu, for like menu or something. But we are also trying to learn how to convey story. Okay? Bruh, it won't start. Piano music, boss. It won't start. My internet lowering down. Wait, let me start the... I didn't mean it. Wait, let me start the video first. The music. I can't do anything without the music, bro. Yeah, you should join the Discord server if you haven't. Because you're missing out a lot if you don't watch the video. Bro, is my internet broken? I think my internet is broken, bro. Test. Hello. You know what? Whatever. We're not even going to start with the music, okay? It feels like the streaming is still continuing. Addict, music addict. I'm sorry, bro. Oh, sorry, I'm addicted to dopamine while I work. Okay, first of all, let's fix the perspective, okay? It's a nice background, but we want to convey story. What am I doing here? Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I know. We're going to do this like this. And then we're going to pick the hair. Let me back this up, okay? We're going to rotate the artwork. He's a mean looking guy, you say? He's a mean looking guy. Yeah, what the hell? I'm still live streaming. The live stream is still fine. But my internet is lagging somehow. Look at this. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain. Okay. Can now. Okay, look at this. Who said mean? Yeah, you're trying to make it mean. Mean looking motherfucker. Morphos. So yeah, we're trying to fix the perspective here by making the head bigger. Because, you know, as you said, perspective is just making things bigger, closer to us. So we're going to make the head bigger here. What the hell is going on? Wait. Delete the head and then delete the body. So now we have like, the head is like opposite, you know. We're going to make the head bigger. And then we're just going to like transform the body to like, bro, I can't take this seriously, bro. Oh. Delete this. I think the head is way too big. Now. Isn't it better? Isn't this better? I don't know, I'm tweaking. Isn't this better? Yes or no? Is this better? We're going to duplicate the legs and kind of like show it on the other side. Boom. Bruh. Wait. I'm going to make it like this. We're going to make the cape. Look at this. We're going to make the cape like this. Boom. I don't know, like this. Boom. Now because you said it's the mean, okay? But wait, what do you think about the perspective? Isn't this better? Look at this. Before, after. What the hell? I'm not sure. Is it better? I don't know. Did we improve the perspective? You know, we can't see more of this part, you know. But like, and I think the head is way too big. What is going on, bro? Genuinely, what is going on? Okay, without the leg. What do you mean without the leg? Yeah, the head is way too big. Yeah, I think it's way better now here. Let's remove the cloth here. What do you mean without the leg? Remove the leg. Like this. Like this. No, we need the leg, bro. And we're going to do this. Boom! Look at this! Okay, now this is already in perspective. Look at this. Bruh. Now that we already have a story of it mean, we can make the dark background dark. Oh no. Oh yeah, we haven't deleted this. We need to delete this. Yeah. Let me clean it first. Boom. Okay, now we can make it, I don't know, mean. How do mean look like? I'm lagging. Oh my god. Look at this. Is it better white? I'm not sure. Let's try making it like on the concrete or something. Like this, right? And then add a color. Yellow color. It's like a bully, you know? What do you think? I think we are doing a great job here. Composition like this. Boom. Oh my god, bro. I think we're going to put him in a concrete floor. Because it's like mean, harsh. Concrete texture. Going to use this one. Or this one. Look at this. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Jesus, bro. Change to like, I don't know. What's a good color? A darker color. Yo! Shadows under the legs. True. Oh my god, bro. Jesus, bro. I think darker color is nice. Okay. I think don't do darker color. I think just do this, but with this one. Yeah, pardon me, I like doing some random things. Yeah, haha. What do you think? Concrete floor. Yeah, of course, bro. We're doing concrete flooring here. Oh my god, we are cooking over here. Now, what's disconnected is that the concrete is real, but the characters is like shell shaded. It's like symbol shaded, while the background is like real. So I think we can just like, I don't know, render it, I guess. First of all, by making painterly here, color pick this, pick a brighter color. Boom. The lighting is going to be from the right side, okay? Yeah, I think it's fine. This part is fine. I just need to do this. We need to remove the freaking... Boom. 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 Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now I think we need an actual lighting. Bear with me, we're going to make an insane lighting here. I am going to try to make a streak of sunset on his face, while the other part is dark. Look at this. I'm not sure if I like that. Do I like that? Well, I think I like that. Yeah, I like that. Boom. And then we're going to make the other part darker. Look at this. Oh my god, bro. Jesus. Let's flip the canvas. Oh my god. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I think the sunlight is adding so much, to be honest. That's kind of insane. Oh my god. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. And then we can add a bit of like a blue lighting from the left side. Or maybe just make it darker. Boom. And then we can just like make it Now, I think it's almost already finished, and then we just need to post-process this with a camera raw filter. Wait. Let me soften this up first. Boom. Boom, okay. Funny. Then we're going to go camera roll filter. Oh my god, bro. Now we're going to add exposure. No. I think I like it darker. More contrast, yes. Highlight, no. No highlight. Darker shadows, whites, no. Blacks. Color. Let's make it warmer. No, make it blue. I don't know. I don't know, let's try the color grading one. The midtones, the highlight I want it to be more oranges, but the shadow more bluish. Yeah, like this. But you more bluish. More bluish. Okay. Temperature, I think more oranges. Effect, add more texture. I don't think we need more clarity, to be honest. Let it be. Vignette. Yes, vignette. Add more grain. Add more sharpening. No, let's not. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's see. Bro, what the hell is this? No! Oh my god. So before, after. Before, after. I think we're going to revert it a bit. 70%. 100%. 0%. 70%. Boom! Add your watermark. Art of Vasco. Yeah. Art by Vasco. Look at this shit. Boom. Oh my god, bruh. Wait, the font is a bit too crazy. Change the font. Art by Vasco. Boom. Holy crap, bruh. Look at this. Before. Oh shit. Where is your artwork, bruh? Before. After. Before. After. Oh my god. You know, it's actually less clear how the whole body looks. Like I can't see anything, but we know it's in perspective. Meanwhile, this is we can see a lot of his body, but we don't know it's in perspective, and it's a bit awkward. While this we know it's in perspective, but we can't see a lot of the things. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, Wem Zizard. Oh, your name is Wem Zizard, not Vasco. Wem Zizard. Maybe not have by. Look at this. Boom. Let's make it smaller. Boom. Boom. That's insane. Yeah. There's a lot of like trade-off, you know. Either you want like more accurate perspective, but a lot of the details missing, or you can have other poses, maybe not perspective, but you're able to showcase a lot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyone else want to be critiqued? Holy shit, bro. We're changing artwork. We're changing lives here. Oh my god. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy, bro. What the hell? That is actually crazy. Oh my god. Wait, let me remove storage first. I can't save the artwork. Holy shit, bro, we're doing so much on these live streams. I'm going to use this as a video, YouTube videos later. Wait. Boom, boom. Yeah, 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 yeah. Boom. I'm back. Anyone else want to be critique? King Crimson, are you present here on the chat? Wait, is this Kishan? Mina, who's Mina? Are you in here? Okay, Kishan, King Crimson. Wow, this is actually peak art. Okay, you're going to be the last one, okay? I'm sorry, Mina. Next live stream, we're going to critique you. Who's Mina? Are you in here, Mina? Oh, Belle. Okay, I feel bad for not critiquing yours. Okay, I'm going to critique both of you. Okay, but first let's critique Kishan, bros. King Crimson. Look at this. First of all, look at Vasco, Wemzi's art. Before, after. Oh my god, like it's much more story driven. Look at this, bruh. Like it's much more story driven. It's much more narrative driven. It's much more engaging. There's emotion now. Boom. Okay. Next artwork by King Crimson, Kishan draws. What do you want to improve on this artwork? You know, I actually haven't played Silk Song, so I don't know the story. But what's the story of this artwork here? Is this like in a void telling something? Oh my god. Anyways, I think I have a story we want to try, no? So let's try to select the subject and try to separate it from the background. Your drawing is actually insanely good, what the hell? Boom. Boom. Okay. She found the light. So there's a light. It's an avoid light. So first thing first, okay. I guess we want to exaggerate the light and the background. So what we're gonna do is first... Wait, the music is way too loud. So I know the light source is from over here, right? The lighting comes from over here. It's like gray lighting, which is nice. But we can try to have secondary lighting over here. Over here. To accentuate the subject. But we still want to keep the whole dark background. And I want to like exaggerate the particle over here. Okay? So first thing first. We need to make the subject more darker on the shadow side. It's like darker here. This right? Darker here. Wait, let me post the full artwork. Okay. And then we just want to add a bit of a blue lighting from this side. Blue small light from this side. Overlay. You want to exaggerate the subject by having two sides of the lighting. Boom. Ow. Ow. Okay. Now we also want to exaggerate this one, the leg here. And also, okay, because the clothing here, the design have so much red. The red is such an important part of the characters, right? We want to make the lighting that starts from here bounce from the cloth. So it bounces everywhere. So in the visual settings, it's going to be the lighting hit here. And then it's bouncing everywhere. The face, the spear, the legs, everywhere, okay? The ears. I see you already got the red light here, which is nice. You already got the red light here bouncing from this. We can try to exaggerate it. Okay, boom. Red over here. Wait, let me just call it dodge. Red over here. Red over here. It's like glowing. It's generally like kind of glowing. Boom. Now, we want to exaggerate the lighting again by having glow on the characters. I see you already got glow here, but we can add glow everywhere. Like this. Like on this side. You can add glow here. Glow here. Boom. Boom. See? Let's see the small changes we've made. Before, after. Before, after. Wait. Before, after. I know it's subtle, it's not that much, but it's honest work. See? Boom. Boom. Now we want to exaggerate. I want to return back some of the color of the aspect of the previous painting. Like I want to return the light here. The music's dead. Boom. I want to return back the previous color. Like this. This. Boom. Okay. Before, after. Before, after. If you don't like the changes, you can always revert back to the previous save, like this. Boom. Boom. We can make this thing more brighter here. Boom. Side here. Boom. Boom. Okay. Before, after. Before, after. And now you can add small effects. Small like lighting effect over here too. You know, I'm just winging it now. Boom. Let's increase the composition so that it's more vertical and we can see more of the left side and right side. Okay. Boom. Ow. There's mosquitoes here. Boom. Boom. Yeah. I think I'm going to keep the vertical composition but more longer. Like this. Yeah. Boom. Hey, goodbye, Vasco. Blue lighting, but it's void. Oh, you want to add the blue lighting, but it's void. So I guess that's the story. We can't add the blue lighting then. But if that's the case, then we can just like revert it back. And just keep the red lighting. Boom. Like this. Boom. Like that. Let me see. Before, after. Before, after. You know, it's very subtle. And the changes may not be like very significant. But you can still feel the atmospheric there, I think. Before, after. After. Right? You know, I really like the texture you added here. It really adds to the painting. Yeah, yeah. Look at this. Boom. Before. After. Before. After. Before. After. You know, it's not much. But the composition is also way longer now. Then you can add your watermark here. Boom. Bruh. Look at this. Boom. By Kishan. Yeah, this is important. You need to have the compositions. So the difference is the compositions. I simply just add a bit more length to the artwork, the painting. Like this. Boom. Now it's much more cinematic. It's much more filled. Right? I think so. Tessa.uuu. Boom. I think we can make the U smaller. Boom. Tessa. Boom. Look at this. Boom. Before. After. Before. After. Now let's try to make the thing photo camera raw filter. Let's post process this. Let's process this, okay? From the light, do you want more light? I think so. I think that will add so much. Or do you want it less? Or more contrast? Or less contrast? Okay, I'm generally confused here. Maybe not. Okay, I'm generally confused here, Kishan. Make shadow more. Okay. Do you want to make it a bit more blue or warm? I don't know. Maybe warmer? Or maybe let it be like this. Yeah, maybe let it be like this and change the tint. I think more purple would be nice. Yeah, more purple would be nice. Vibrance, we're going to reduce the vibrancy. Yeah. Effects, we want to sharpen this. We need to add more clarity. Bluish white. Bluish white. Yeah, bluish white, purplish, I think nice. Boom. Effect. DH, what does DH do? Nothing, apparently. Vignette. Yeah, I think we want a vignette. Add more grain. Detail, sharpen this. Okay, okay. Let's see. Boom! Now it's finished, bro. Before, after. After. So before, after, we made necessary changes, improved the compositions, and then we color graded it. Now it's finished. Oh my god. Boom, boom, boom. And if you don't want it too much, too blue, you can just revert back like 50%. Now you add the bluish a bit, but not just too much of the effects and stuff. So now before, after. Before, after. It's now much more finished, don't you think? Yeah, I think it is much more finished now. Before, after. Before, after. After, before, after. Before, after. Before, after. Oh my god. Bruh. That's insane. I hope this is helpful, okay, Kishan? Mina, you can do my art next stream. Okay. I'm generally honestly getting tired a bit. But yeah, we can do it next stream. I'm not sure when. Maybe Friday again next week. Because that's where I'm most free. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for tuning on the stream. Mina, King Crimson, Kishan, Vasco, and other stuff. Rings, other people too. Yeah, thank you so much. Of course, I'll try that. I haven't tried it. Wow, such crazy improvement. We improved so much more here. yeah, thank you so much. Stay tuned for the next live streams and the next videos I'm going to make, where I'm going to make sure that people who stumble upon our channel, our videos and live streams are going to be helped in their art journey, because we are going to make sure people know about us. Ras Discord server, Raspy's YouTube channels. Also, if you haven't followed my Instagram, you should follow my Instagram too on the description below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream. How do I end this? Okay, here. Bye bye, Mina. Boom.